what different people say.
A certain man fell into a pit and could not get himself out.
A subjective person came along and said, I feel for you down there.
An objective person came along and said, well, it's logical that someone would fall down there.
A Christian scientist came along and said, you only think that you're in that pit.
A Pharisee said, only bad people fall into pits.
A mathematician calculated how he fell into the pit.
A news reporter wanted an exclusive story on the man's pit.
A fundamentalist said, you deserve your pit.
An evasive person came along and avoided the subject altogether.
A charismatic person said, just confess that you're not in the pit and claim that you're out of the pit.
A realist came along and said, now that's the pits.
A geologist told him to appreciate the rock strata in the pit.
An IRS man asked if he was paying taxes on his pit.
The county assessor asked if he had a permit to even dig the pit.
The Calvinist said, if you had been saved, you had never fallen into that pit.
A self-pitying person said, you haven't seen anything until you've seen my pit.
An optimist said, things could be worse.
A pessimist said, things will be worse.
But then, Jesus came, and he saw the man in the pit. He reached down, and took him by the hand, and lifted him out of that pit.
Hallelujah.
It says in Psalms 40, 1-4, I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined unto me and heard my cry. He brought me up also out of a horrible pit, and set my feet out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock, and established my goings. And he hath put a new song in my mouth, even praise unto our God. Many shall see it, and fear, and shall trust in the Lord. Blessed is that man that maketh the Lord his trust, and respecteth not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies.
Amen.
Maybe you didn't know it, but Jesus is reaching out to you, and he would like for you to accept his reach and let him lift you out of your pit. Won't you take his hand this morning?
Amen.
I forgot to say during announcements, I wanted to tell you all